Hey everyone, this is once again Survivalman for Minecraft. So today, I was thinking, in my mind today, is making your monster's safe house way the heck a lot easier and a lot even safer than it is the way you had it before. So, to make it look harder for any mob of any kind that you can think of that will get to your safe house, is not going to anyway. So, what I'm going to do in this matter of that is because the only way to do that in a way is to make it a little safer. But the question is, how can you do that without having any mob, like such as creepers, pigs, wolves, cows, chickens, and you don't really have to worry about squids because they only live in water. I'm pretty sure you already knew that, so, of course. I'm going to give you one other example. Skeletons. The reason why I'm making this video, or making this monster safe house in a way to make it a lot safer than it is. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, that I'm in creative once again. And boy, I tell ya, creative can be can be used for many things. But question is, can you actually manage to do this in survival? To make your safe house a lot easier. Can you or can you not? So what I'm going to show you today, as you can see, I'm going to go up a bit here, so you can see, just down below, you see the 4 dot corners. The reason why I did that is because to pinpoint where you're gonna put the deep hole in front and all the way around of your safe house. But what's gonna be in it? I don't know. You have to see in this video, because this will tell you exactly that your safe house will be a lot easier. But the question is, can you actually get to your safe house when there's their deep hole in the way? Probably not. So in this video, you're going to see a fenced area around your safe house. And even including on a bridge, of course, which I'm going to make and show you that an easy bridge that can be useful. So to make a pit, you are going to mine each hole and each corner you meet, you make sure you go around it. So you turn a corner every time you meet up a corner here. And you're going to see right here again. So you stop here, go here, and then here. So you're really making a corner shape out of 3 blocks. so you can see that. And then you're going to fill in those holes after you go around once with the desired grass block or whatever block you're using when you're putting your safe house on. So whatever block it's there is what you use. So here, as you can see, that my safe house is actually on a grass terrain, or terrain, I should say, grass terrain, which, if you think I'm saying that word wrong, terrain or terrain, but it would be easier if I say land, grassland. How's that? If that's what makes it easier for you to understand a lot more. So I'm filling in the corners, as you can see. So that is after you make the outline, because the reason why is when you put the first outline, so you can know where your pit is going to be. So you're going to go out one more time. So it's going to be a 2-block outline. And the reason why I'm saying it is because that what is going to be inside it is going to make it easier for your safe house. Way the heck a lot easier and a lot safer. Way more safer than it is when you first got it. So this is Monster Safe House Part 2. In case you're wondering why I'm doing Part 2. We'll get to that in a second, and a little later, so you can understand why it's called that in particular. Minecraft Guide Monster Safe House Part 2, so that you can see what you can do to your safe house and turn it into something that in your head can be very creative. But me personally, I'm not one of those people that take other people's ideas. If I do, tell me. Personally, I like Pokemon. The reason why is because it basically, for me, for Pokemon, it makes my mind think about Pokemon. But my intuition into that is that it makes my mind think, where am I right now? You know? Am I here in the real world? Or am I into fantasy land? Or should I say, where most people say this a lot of times, where's your brain? Is it in La La Land? And most people say, well, I think it is, but I'm not really 100% sure if it is, though. And the other person goes, are you really sure that it is not in La La Land? Because if it is, I feel sorry for you. So, besides of that, in a way, so what you're going to do is what you see when I'm doing this, while I'm talking away about subjects that are not part of Minecraft or is part of Minecraft, is you're going to make a in this particular land that I'm in right now is a super flat world. Really? Super flat world. I wonder how you can actually manage to do that. Probably in your creating a world and actually setting it as that. But my thing is that once you have super flat world, you can only go down 3 blocks. If you are in a world where it's not super flat, you can put this as how deep as you want it. go for it. It doesn't matter how deep it is. But if you're in super flat world, it does matter because you can only go down 3. Not 4, not 5, but down 3. But you're only getting rid of the grass blocks and the dirt below it. That, to make it a pit. And what you are going to put in here, and you're going to see that in a sec once you get rid of all these grass blocks. And once you get rid of them, I will tell you the next step after this is completed. Yes, of course. So what I'm just saying is that if you know what I'm trying to say here, if you don't, you'll see here on the next step. So, one step at a time. Or should I say, baby steps? If you know what that means. But otherwise. So, your pit from your safe house should look like this. From above, anyway. Okay? It should look like this. Now, see that there is a cow and a pig nearby. One reason why. They can't even get to your safe house. Why? That is a good question to answer for yourself. Because I can give that to you if you need me to, but I'm going to anyways. Because there is no path to get on your land. That's the reason. Because mobs in a way of, if you need to know how their brain system works, is that if there's no path for them to walk on, they're pretty much stuck there until there is a path. There is one time where I was playing this, but not in a super flat world, I should say. I was playing it in a world where there's a lot of hills, a lot of lakes, a lot of mountains, deep oceans and all that. All those biomes you can think of right about now. Let's just say I saved one of the mobs that was stuck on a lily pad. And it couldn't go anywhere. Let's just say that. But it was a horse. And it had nowhere to go. My thought is this. Question still remains. How did it exactly spawn there? 1, it's not a grass block. 2, it's a lily pad. 3, it's above water. Exactly how did it get there? No idea. But it's how it is. But it's it's really how you look at it in a way. But I want to thank you for everyone for watching my videos and liking them in a way. And thank you for enough of your time to like my videos and comment them if you can. I'm not saying you have to. Just, if you have time, go for it. I can't stop you. If you like the video, comment it if you want. I can't really stop you. But all the same. So back to what we were doing here. So we are going to make a lava pit. Lava pit. Yeah. You touch lava, you burn up a day. You burn up and die. I'm like, really? What if you landed in lava and you had a very valuable item? Oh, this will bite you in the neck. Okay? I could tell you. Let me tell you. This can literally just bite you. Let's just say you had a very valuable item. Let's just say it was another star. Okay? And you already have beaten the nether boss. Question needs to be answered. But otherwise. The only thing is that nether stars are the only valuable items that is always the hardest ones to get. Why? I can tell you why. It's only the hardest ones to find. And you can't find it in a chest or anywhere. You have to defeat a boss to get it. A wither boss. Yeah, of course. Now, another star is needed for a beacon. Now, the beacons can be really useful. They can actually help you get to your base, or your secretive base, if you call it that way. All in the end, the beacons lead you where your base, your secret base, or even if you have a tree house, put a beacon nearby so that you know that this is your home, secret base, or your base for missions and such. I'm not talking about just missions. I'm just talking about Minecraft missions, such as going to villages and getting the items you need, or going down into underground if you have the mountains and all the hills and such, and all the biomes that are there. Let's just say that you can find the end, and the end basically tells you where the Ender Dragon lies ahead of you. Now, just now I just mentioned two bosses here. Wither, Ender Dragon. Ender Dragon. Now, if you were planning on going to the end and defeating the Ender Dragon, I would prefer if you need to know exactly how to beat the dragon in a way, instead of having having the dragon itself healing its own self, because there's objects around it that it can heal it with. And let me tell you, that can be really a pain. Really a pain in the neck. But I'll show you exactly what you have to do in order to get rid of the main one. That's what it is. But all I'm trying to say is, if you want to make if you want to have me to make a video of how to defeat the Ender Dragon the easiest way. I would need at least 50 views on this video and about 10 likes with it including. I'll make a video of how to defeat the Ender Dragon the easy way. So, with that being out of the way, let's do a question of the day while we're at it. It might take me a while to think of one. What is your favorite movie of all time? It doesn't mean that you can pick your childhood movie or when you were a lot younger and you were like a toddler or whatnot and you had a movie in a way that was basically a lot easier and a lot quicker to know exactly where to know what movie it is, that's fine too. But all I'm saying is, what is your favorite movie of all time? I personally myself, there was one movie that I liked when I was a toddler or a little older than that. I personally liked what was it? I know this sounds a little childish of me, but yes, it still is to this day, and I'm like a little older than I thought I would be, but I'm still thinking I'm a toddler in a way. Toy Story, okay? It still is my most favorite movie of all time. I'm not kidding. It still is. If you think that is a childish movie, I can understand that completely in a way. But all I'm saying is that most people say if you have a childhood movie and you still had it this day and people thought you were crazy in a way, I'm not saying that you are. And what I'm trying to say is that the reason why I'm saying is this is because people think childish movies are only for younger younger children. I can understand that. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. Children movies, to this day, if that is your passion to keep it living or keep it alive in a way, I get it. If it's your favorite thing to watch, I get it. Not saying it is. What I'm trying to say is that children movies is a collector's item movie series thing, or whatever you call that. But all I'm saying is it's a collector item. And with that addition to that, I will still ask you that question. What is your most favorite movie of all time? It could be your childhood movie. It could be your when you were a lot younger than you are now. And it could be a lot younger. And you still have it this day. I'm not saying you have it. But if you did and you still remember the movie of how it rolls, that's fine too. Because there's a lot of people out there this day that actually still remember their movie lines from the movie. And I've came across with several people with that. Where they're talking about the movie and they memorized all their lines at a certain scene. Ugh. And tell me if that does get old when someone talks about a movie and they talk about their lines in a way. It gets old. And I can understand that. I really can. So, back to what we are doing here. So what I'm going to do and show you here, you need another brick fence. The only easiest way I can say that you can get another brick fence so another rack. It says it burns forever if set alight. You can actually smelt it if you can. I'm actually going to test that and make sure I'm saying it right because I don't like doing things the wrong way. Personally, myself, I do not like saying things the wrong way. I just don't, personally. I just don't. So, I'm actually going to show you if I do this wrong, please do tell me. But apparently it does. Apparently it does go into the furnace so that once it burns the nether rack, you get another brick. So you would probably need a lot of these in order to make your fence, so that and I will show a video of how to make that so that you can see that. So it's a little easier and a lot safer. So what you see what I'm doing right now, and if you put a fence around your safe house and make sure it meets there, and you do the same, actually if you wanted, I'm not saying you have to, you could put a fence around on the outside line, or just have the way it is right now. Have it all the way around the base. And what you're going to see here is that make sure you're actually doing this in creative. Like I said, one reason why, because what if you fall in the lava and die? and you had everything you wanted to use your props for, and they're gone. So what are you going to do now? Boy, I could tell you, that's annoying. So, So, to make this a lot easier for you guys, I would say cobblestone is because one reason you can actually put a block above each one, and I'm going to actually put a stone on the sides of them, and as you can see, what I'm doing is that so you can put a stone on top of another brick fence. Reason why I'm doing that. So see how the slime is trying to at least get to your base in a way? It just can't. It just can't. So I'm actually going to put a cobblestone pathway here. And what I'm going to do here, so you can see, you can turn this whole area right here. So you got to have 5 by 3 of cobblestone here, so that you know that your path entrance, and you can just use a stone pickaxe or better to mine the cobblestone, so that you can get in that way. And yes, this is actually a 95% mob proof. The other 5% is the only mob you have to worry about. The Enderman. It's the only one you have to worry about. So, just make sure if you're doing this at night and you're trying to make this, make sure there's multiple items you got to have just in case a monster is trying to get you in a way. Number 1, you need the top main item you must have is a clock, so you can tell if it's day or night. Number 2 item, food. You got to have food. Reason why I said that is because that if your food bar is the little drumsticks on the bottom of your screen where your hot bar is, and at the top to the right of the hot bar on the top will show the drumsticks, and on the left is the hearts. So the food bars is what I'm trying to say is that when it is down enough past 2 food bars, your health, which is your hearts, will deplete if you get damaged, and it will not go back up. So that is why I said number 2 item is food. And the main top 3 top 3 items you really definitely need to keep yourself safe. Armor is number 3. So that includes helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots. I say that is because it makes you safer, and you can actually get in your safe house a lot safer. So, so as you can see that we actually have somewhat finished the safe house. There's still a little more upgrades that I'm currently testing and currently working at this time. As of right now, this is the 95% accurate. That any mob that you could think of is not going to get inside of your safe house and keep you safe. And as you can see, the lava pit around your base of your safe house. So if a monster doesn't see that, they're going to drop in there and they're going to kill themselves. So that's why I put it there, so that it makes it easier for you to be safe currently on the inside. So that you can actually keep this doorway open, and you can actually, if you wanted, walk around your safe house base. But you only have a 1 block width. Now, I actually made an addition to the house so that you can see. Alright. So, this one is the one with the chest I was trying to tell you about. Which is sitting right here, and I actually made a addition to this. I actually have an Ender's chest. So if I'm actually at my other monster safe house, I have 2 of them. If I'm at my other monster safe house, there's another Ender chest there, which I have the same items that is currently in the chest right now, and you can see that currently. You can see I have a clock, because you're definitely going to need that. And I do have an egg, so that's a ingredient, but not an actual food type. So you would have to go and find food to keep your chest provided with food. Anyway. So I'm actually going to end it right here. If you like this video, please do leave a like and a comment. It will basically help people find my videos. Please do subscribe this video, or please do subscribe so that it helps other people finding my videos. Until then, I'm Survivalman. I'll catch you guys next time.